speaker is very highly motivated and very energetic all the time. So we have Reverend Angela.
Highly motivated.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today I'm going to be talking about seeds. When you woke up this morning, until now, until this very moment, what have you been thinking about? You know, that's your seeds right there, and that's your day so far. What did you watch on television, and what did you look at on your cell phones, and what did you bring to the chapel? Because that's really what this is about. That's what this seeds is about. Where you go, you're here now, so you're getting the seeds from me. And everywhere you go, you have that. Everywhere you go, everything you listen to, and everything you think of in your mind. Every time you wake up in the morning, you know, those little thoughts about, you know, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people, and, you know, our world today. What we can create is within us. And what we can change is right now. What we just created this morning, what we just started, we can actually fix it because we have that ability right now because it's today. But if we continue with what we have just created, it's going to be. And it's like planting the seed, right? So we've got these seeds, and when we want to plant, as David usually always talks about corn, what is the process? It's the same thing as when we're born, or the same thing when we wake up in the morning, and when we live our lives. We're all creating, and this is cause and effect. So really being sure of what we have around us is super important. What we absorb in our minds. And, you know, we've lived thousands of years, okay? This is kind of hard for people to really, you know, fathom that we have been something for so long. And some people truly do believe this. But how did we get here? You know, we've been, and we've talked about this in classes recently too, so this is kind of very fresh for others that it's really interesting. We have these conversations, and then here I'm talking about seeds today. We've been a, you know what, a rapist. We have been a thief, and we have been, you know, in those situations that were really awful in this life or in other lives to become the evolvement of who we are right now. How do we know these things, and how do we know why we feel so yucky when we see those things when we're not that today? Because we've been it and we've done it. And that's why we're not doing it now. You know, we have evolved. We have evolved to a certain point. But to really pay attention now, because the only way this universe is really going to create and be a better universe is by us right now taking care of our seeds. Because every little thought and every little action that we take is our universe. Okay? It is our universe, and it is what we are making. Sometimes that's a little bit difficult for others to really fathom too, that we are a universe, we are the universe, and we have our own universe. And then if you could really think about, as I said, about a seed and thoughts, plants, our universe, we're everything of the same. And really paying attention to what we're saying. So already this morning, I've already heard some things. For one, we talked about seeds this morning in our 11 o'clock service. And So it was very, it's really on my mind, and it's been all week long. And I've been paying attention to what, people are saying around me, because obviously I'm soaking it in, and I don't want to be around certain, thoughts and whatnot. I want to be in happiness, health, and wealth. So, some people had said certain things, and I'm like, pay attention to what you're making there, even though you heard it on the television, what's going on right now, or on your phone. We're really creating something here, even more than what it is. That's just the information, but you're creating this story, okay? You're creating something by hearing it and doing something about it and speaking about it to the partner next to you. And then that person speaks to that person about it. What about the goods? Where's the goods? I am evolving. I love you. Where's certain things that's really going to take action and have happiness, health, and wealth? Really just paying attention. And you catch yourself. Yeah, these are habits. These are things, like I said, thousands of years that we have kept. We have kept these things, and start, really paying attention. And when you say something, you're like, you know what? I don't have to have that anymore. I really don't. Let's chuck this thing. Let's pull out the root, because it hasn't quite today. It hasn't become the root yet, right? It's still that seed in there. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it and start all over again. So we really don't need to do that anymore. Nurturing and cultivating this seed is super important. And nurturing and cultivating, it takes action. It takes, really paying attention to what is going on, who's around, who are we going to remove, who are we going to replace, what are we going to remove, what are we going to replace. Is it going to be illness and lack again, or is it going to be happiness, health, and wealth? Right? Because it's really easy just to repeat the habit again. Why do you think that this keeps happening in your life? Because we're replacing it with the illness and lack again, right? We know what that feels like. We immediately do. We're like, why is this happening again? Because it's, we haven't gotten rid of the habit. So just really, this week, just listen to yourself and listen to everything, just hearing what's going on, and turn off the radio. For goodness sakes, turn off that TV. If it's junk, is it helping you? Is it helping you? Is it happiness, health, and wealth? I'll leave that with you. Blessings.